first report that the vicinity appears to be beast-free. No doubt thanks to me. With that, let us resume our search for your friend and your child. Where should we begin, Matsu? We follow Kursaroda south. We will arrive at Rusa, a temple. It is a sacred place where people go to commune with the divinities. It's possible that Maven sought shelter there, and perhaps other villagers as well. And then it's settled, Matsu. Stay close to me, alright? You two take the lead. Keep an eye out for beasts and anyone in need of help. Very well, we make from Prusa as quickly as we are able to. With me.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan? Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies, and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return, someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow...
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity and drown in anguish, to toil and be tested, always and ever.
Horrible. It's true, but it's
'Tis a
horrible.
perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevan, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand. So I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Warm hearts, rekindled hopes. Over there my view was blocked by the trees, but I'm sure I saw someone being chased by a beast. Go with Mattia and search along the river. Alcinod and I will circle around south.
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Mevan!
Don't, please!
Oh my gosh.
God
Harsh.
have mercy!
Dude, he grabbed her by her head. Her neck is snapped. She's dead. That baby's drowned. Man. So much death. So much devastation. Her lifeless body floats before you, battered and broken. Her death, no doubt, came swiftly. Her infant daughter, however, nowhere to be seen. Oh my gosh. I now have a baby. It's gonna let me have it forever, right? You take the baby into your arms. If she yet lives, you cannot tell, but she will surely not survive unless you carry it to the surface at once. I'll leave her behind because she ain't in my arms. Flip to go out of here. Right, faster go to the other side. I was actually worried. Silly girl, it's just a game. Did you find them? Yeah, she's dead. Damn it all. You have the child, let me see her. Suck the water out of his lungs.
She's so cold, Elfino.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker.
She's sad.
My
She's
spells
cold.
can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back.
You take those clothes off now.
Not now!
Wrap her in a jacket.
Matsia, take the child.
It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Matzia, can you take her back to the village?
But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matzia. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matzia. Go! Quickly!
Steady. You know the way. No! No! Not you too!
Sing
Don't
to it.
be afraid.
I can't
Don't
understand you.
Be afraid. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark.
Oh no!
No! I'm not!
It's kind of a horrible mantra.
Not
Life is suffering.
afraid!
How about life is happy? Lie to yourself.
Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged.
Come on. I was gonna say maybe those are just plants, but
Every agony.
sing to the baby. Estinian. Estin, you hug the baby.
The divinity.
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
So that smile.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna make me
Please.
cry. It's gonna eat it.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
Maybe he can like mind read it.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Lord. Fraud. They clean themselves up. We also can't eat them. Probably shouldn't eat them.
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matzia.
How do you know? You had help from on high.
What, like divine aid?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Estinian, it was you who came to Mattia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband at least. Will you help me?
No, I am the warrior of light. I don't touch dead bodies. I make them, I don't touch them. Bit morbid. Great, there they both are all dead. Awesome. I don't think you're just supposed to lay them next to each other in the grass. We have done what we can. Okay. 'Tis the villagers of Palaka's stand to perform the funeral rites. If nothing else, Maven and Kurasov died as they lived, as themselves and not as beasts. Their souls will find place in the ethereal sea. Yeah, but the ethereal sea is probably gonna go squish someday. I think the day would come when even the smallest of solaces would be this comforting. Won't the animals eat them? Hey, hey, you're gonna give me a ether one thingy. Simple pleasures. You are ready then. In that case, let's head to Pakistan. No doubt, Virtue is waiting for us. Anything nearby? Not on this side. Why am I walking? Aww. Bots took my kill. That was sweet of them. I'm sorry I called them bots. I'm just kidding. Rest easy, for all is well here. Young Matsya returned with the babe safe in his arms. Owing to a warm bed, the girl hath already begun to regain her strength. This trace they received was word of the mother and father's fate, as well as that of their transformed neighbors. How many children of Thavnar must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, every death another void that can never be filled. We who survive them must carry the weight of their memory, as we strive to regain a semblance of what we have lost. Kurasaf and Maven's babe is a child of Thavnar as well. I thank you for returning her to us safe. Oh, most great and merciful worm, I have not the words to express my gratitude. I'm the little boy that used to give him his eyes. They say were it not for you, brave Matsya and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard rumors that a mighty dragon had forged a pact of friendship with the satrap, and never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. You really don't want your king to be kind and gentle, do you? You want to be tough. Truth in part, but not in whole. We'll test out on these 5 people in this little tiny village. See how this goes. I am Virtra, and for years, uncounted, hath this isle served as mine abode. An isle I have ruled over as a trap, with Ahawan as my loyal servant. Are my ears to be believed you were the true satrap all along? Nirana, what are you doing here? Hey. Watch that horn. I heard from the Radiant that you had gone to help the people of Palaka stand in their time of need, and so I and some of my colleagues from the Great Work came to offer our services. The alchemists have already brewed up some potions for Maven's daughter. But enough about us. You and your role are the far greater enigma. If you were the true satrap all along, could it be that young Varshan was created to serve as your emissary? How would you just jump to that conclusion? That's like a huge jump. Did I suspect the boy was but a simulacrum? A rumor has circulated for many years around the High Crucible that our most skilled alchemists were once commissioned by the satrap's family in secret to fashion a moment indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varshan with that knowledge, I simply put 2 and 2 together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion, but like me, they no doubt recognized that the satrap was using the simulacrum to work more closely with his people, and decided not to press the issue. I had always assumed one of Ahawan's associates was manipulating it from afar. But the truth is indeed far more surprising. It is an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Vitra. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed in and given unto us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. 'Twas thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You were the saviors, not only of Radz Atan, but the star. Far too kind you are, Master Vitra, but the star yet wants for salvation. Once more, will my colleagues and I commit the knowledge and resources at our disposal to the mission of aiding the people in this their darkest hour. It would seem this place is in good hands. I would return to see how Razathan fares. What will you do, Scions? I worry for the survivors we met at Perusa. Shall we pay them a visit before making our way back? In that case, might I ask a favor, nothing too burdensome, I promise this week. Adopt the baby. Needs to simmer just a bit longer, I'd say. In the meantime, I was hoping I might ask you a few questions. The red sky. These terrible beasts. What in the name of the sisters is happening here in Thavnar? Oh my. That's rather a lot to take in. It would seem the situation is even more grave than we suspected. Thank you, friend. My colleagues and I will use your knowledge to see if it can further our own research. And with that, here we are. A pot of piping hot chai, brewed from my own secret recipe of spices and tea leaves, together with hearty helpings of rich milk and purest sugar. Yum. I've made enough for everyone in the village. Might I trouble you to deliver a few cups? Can I chug them? This drink has medicinal properties then? No, it's full of sugar. Not in the least, the ingredients are quite ordinary. It's so very tasty though, and has a way of lifting the spirits. It kinda tastes like Christmas. Kinda. The spicy aroma and distinctive sweetness of chai is a simple everyday pleasure on our island. Sometimes the best medicine is the simplest. A lovely sentiment, Nilana, but by all means allow us to assist. Where are we gonna get all these cups? While you lot distribute hot beverages, I'll do sweep for errant beasts to slay. A far less arduous task, no doubt. When you've finished, look for me at the wakeful Tirana. That's all. Won't have a moment. No tea. Look at them all lazing about, knowing full well the beast might strike again at any moment. Not realize their lives are in danger. Well, I, for one, intend to survive. I'm too young to die. Yes, I'll leave this island behind if I must. But where would I go? Is anywhere safe these days? We'll go to the moon. A cup of chai. Can't you see I have more important things to worry about? No, you're right. It is precisely in times like these that we must strive to remain calm and steady. I do believe I'll visit the Elder and see what needs to be done. If there is any way I can aid my village and my friends, I will do it. I know you. You're the one that saved us from those beasts back at the temple. Were it not for you, well, let's not even think about that at times like this. We mustn't dwell on what might have been, but just look to the future. What future awaits us? Well, how can Razathan hope to recover from this? But what future awaits us? How can Razathan hope to recover from this? Most of my friends are gone. And I don't know where to turn. I don't understand why I'm not preaching about the moon, since it's my job to convince everyone to go there. Ah, that aroma has a way of clearing the mind, come to think of it. We've faced our fair share of trials in the past as well. And no matter how hard the times, we've always come together perfectly united. I know, it's a playtime. It's a playtime. One day at a time, one step at a time, for that is all any of us can do. Yes, back to work. Once I finish this cup, thank you. No, you gotta go to the other city. This place is so big. Where's the other freaking person? Abtala? I've been defeated. Game over. Can't I just throw the tea at these people? Why is this so hard? Anyone want this tea? Anyone hanging with the snakes up here? Why are you giving me the Halloween mount? Anybody out here? Can I drink it? Oh, holy hell, I'm pushing you off the fucking cliff. I want to be left alone. My best friend and I, we fled the village together when the beast took them, and it was all I could do to run. All the while I could hear this monstrous voice screaming my name. Aww. He was trying to eat you. We used to drink chai together often, shared stories or steaming cups of a hard day's work. Thank you, friend. The pain may never pass, but I must press on all the same. For his memory, and for we who must remember. Holy heck, lady. Thank you for delivering chai. Oh, did it help him lift your spirits? I seem pretty frickin' depressed. That is heartening to hear indeed. The final days show no sign of abating, but that is all the more reason that we must try to keep our composure. Our lives have been forever changed. The people we have lost will never be returned to us. These tragedies will long weigh on our hearts, but we have the capacity to live with our suffering, to carry the agony till we too join the fallen in death. It is not a surrender, but a recognition, for it is only in acceptance that we find the strength to move forward. Zai Tao Wu Now. Under his wing. As we have finished your deliveries, I might have a talk with you for a moment. I was curious to know what has become of Maven and Kerasis' remains. They're just sitting up there. We dragged them to some grass. Thank you, friend. Surely they'll be able to rest peacefully by each other's side. I and the people of Palaka's stand will perform the rites as soon as we are able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her growing up without her parents, but I promise to do what I can. Once she is able to eat solid food, the fish I catch will help nourish her. Oh, you have a baby, Matya. Well, we've finished delivering the chai. I do believe everyone has a piping hot cup. I could almost believe there's a magic at work, how their tension fades with every sip. Let us pray that Palaka's stand has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. They are still at risk, as every village in Thavner, like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible shall return to Rezahan. By all means, do not let us keep you further. There are still many who have need of your wisdom and strength to deliver them from this terrible calamity. And I will do what I can as well. I will bring rations and supplies from Akgali. We have plenty to spare. Then let us find a Stydian and be on our way. Where did you wander off to again? I'm dying to know if we fix this world, or if we move on to another planet, or both. The Wakeful Tirana, near the bridge at Rezahan, as I recall. Very well then. Quest we need to do. Wary Radiant. He wants you to brave the wilderness. I'm searching for a group of refugees. We got split up. Ooh, this is under dirt. Radiant Host Captain. We're beset on. We need some aid. Got some lost refugees also. We need your help because our numbers are dwindling. Thanks. What's this? In Agama's footsteps. Under his wing. Oh, okay. Okay. Alphina told me everything. I'm glad that everyone is safe. Likewise, you please know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle and ruins. Soon we finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thavner, and fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent Strap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received a word from Thancred not a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city of Alzadal's Path Cup. Can I attune to this now? It looks fixed. Good to see you safe given the skies. It's all too easy to fear the worst. I am pleased to report they've succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled and the citizens are safe now. I've also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square. Though they... said nothing else. Might you have any idea what this is about? So Vitra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To Megaduda then, but before that, it would appear that word of the assembly has not reached all the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we'd best enlighten them. Flyers. All the beasts are gone. I've been hiding. I'm too scared to go out and look. What a relief. I thought one of those beasts was going to eat me. I wonder where Varshan is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. Could he be with the other people from the palace? Maybe I'll see him in the square. Where did he go? Poor little fella. How do I get over here? It's not that way. Let me be, please. I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Oh gods, what are you doing? Scare me like that. If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us. The square, you say? That's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost. Such terrible carnage. You say there's someone else who would lead Razat Han in his stead. Whoever they are, if they have anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make them regret it. square. No. There it is.
Look! Someone's coming!
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
A dragon!
Wow!
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean... Master Vitra... Does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Favne, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzathan to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, as she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radzat will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it, over you, and lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Indeed.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the Satrap at once.
Father!
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your Satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am Satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel, fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavnir. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower? If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
brave signs are my gratitude for aiding my people. This most trying of times. The last matters here at Magaduda prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of my appreciation, I've arranged for a feast to be held in your honor, may nourish you in preparation of trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vitra. The feast he speaks awaits you at Baird's Man. Pray you make your way there before whenever your business here is done. We thank you for your kindness. Indeed, I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action, and that seems like an ideal venue. And you, Moon, there is someone we had hoped to introduce to you in particular. While I'm loath to detain you further, might I spare a moment of your time? A personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be very important. When not, we'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need. Access to the ether you see there has been restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but it was deemed too dangerous to prevent the free movement of visitors at a time of emergency, a risk we could not take. In light of recent developments, however, this chap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to attune with the ether right before proceeding along the corridor. Yeah, I told you I saw that. You must be wondering what this place is. We stand in the hall of the Radiant Host, from where leadership oversees all of its Rod's Atahans military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. Name your military operations Sundrop. What you got? Whoa. Shearbot. And last, but never let it be said, Ishgard. By the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Razatan and their respective homelands. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And wouldn't you know it, all the leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a woman in high demand, eh? And wouldn't you know it, all other leaders requested a few words from you, specifically your woman in high demand. Oops. And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account of indulges before you indulge yourself? How can I if I'm hungry? Thank you for the report. The conditions under which men are turned to beasts, the etheric anomalies you have observed, you have given us much to consider. It is considering that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. It is contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavner reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our far eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the Bounty, including this island and Corvos. Alas, this is of little comfort. All throughout Allied lands there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. Ugh. From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Khazal. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the Bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone, anywhere, overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it, speaking of which we ought to give these creatures a name. Don't you think? Here in Razatan, we've taken to calling the first to change, which tend to be the biggest, blasphemies. As fitting a name as any, to ensure clarity in future communications, we shall urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our ability. This is a lot like those white creatures. Each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies and their spawn as and when they appear. At the same time, they are doing all in their power to put people's minds at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, and it is for that very reason that we turn to you. Pray lend us your strength and help us to slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect. And with that, I do believe our friend here has a feast to attend. Spare a thought for us while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh? You have gained access to the role quest for Endwalker. A separate quest line and stories now available for tank, melee, magic, and healer roles. To undertake these quests, speak to any of the delegates in the Sundrop and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. Oh. That sounds like work. Pray forgive Shirabat her rudeness. She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it is simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. You will be joining your companions. Yes, you know the way to the Mayhain. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Glad to hear you becoming familiar with our fair city. You'll be pleased to hear that all drinks are on the house, so order whatever suits your fancy. Good, because, I was feeling being kind of sarcastic, because I am tired. I've worked hard. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of the Radiant Host, I thank you and your friends also for lending your strength and courage at Rosahan in our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight to the end, that we might honor Ahawan's legacy and serve Master Beecher well. You have my word that your efforts will not be in vain. Are these role people minimum 86? Let's find out. Side quest, they're 85. Okay, so I can't get the rest of them. Far from free. If you are ready to lend us your aid, I'll apprise you of the situation. No, I want to go see my dinner. We received reports of a creature believed to be blaspheming stalking the streets of Alamigo. Troops have been assigned to track and slay the beast, but there are likely to be casualties. With most of our healers posted elsewhere, we had thought to petition you for aid. Sounds like you need better soldiers, not more healers, but if I must. Funny, huh? If the soldiers would dodge the AoE, you wouldn't need a healer. Once again, we're in your debt. You see, as there have been no sightings of any blasphemies in our lands, we have joined our Alamigan allies in their hunt for the fiend. Trouble is, the majority of our own healers are working day and night to treat the tempered Imperials captured at Pagluthon. For that reason, we too will be glad of your help. Your presence alone will be of great comfort to the troops, I'm sure. As time is of the essence, I ask that you make your way to the Alamigan quarter and report for duty. Commander Alden is overseeing the hunt, and he'll explain upon your arrival. May Rago grant you strength. And his arm. That's not gonna be as fun as a drunk, not a troll. Gnome. Little drunk gnome. Leading me around. But it is more serious. Where's my dinner? Over here. Mayhain. Mayhain. Hello, people. Why isn't it let me? This is the Hall of the Radiant Host. Oh, because I'm here. That's why I can't use it. Got it. I was like, I'm literally here. Well, why is it grayed out? Can we sit down? Can we sit down? Welcome! The Sachab asked us to entertain a party of honored guests. I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say the least. By the way, I heard all about Kozal from your friend Rahatia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beast. As a small token of our thanks, your food and drink tonight are Murad's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with? Chai tea. No, I already had that. Your drink is always on the house for me, dude. Didn't you hear that? Water. Just water. I want some chai. As you wish, pray join your friends and I'll bring you your drink. Alright, friends. Okay. This little stool's it's a little small. Sit. Sit. You're gonna probably pop me back up when I click your stool, huh? There we go. This Graha looks comfy. Alize can't reach the ground. I certainly can't reach the ground. These are cat chairs. It's like, who are all these people? Yeah, you make me stand up to talk to her. Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you? Pray tell. Our allies have sent military delegates. News to me. Mind sharing the details? They want me to do more quests. Errands. They want me to kill things. Oh, there's that other thing too.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true. As it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more. So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
Technically, couldn't they ask me? Aren't I an ancient?
Elidibus.
Are the Watcher's an ancient?
I sealed him in the White Horosite of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. We can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can. Yes, we can but act and hope for the best.
If nothing else, should we learn the First is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the Ethereal Sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Now then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Did I get to eat? In that case, it's time we each attended to our tasks. When you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. You want to give me something? A 539 weapon. Take my spirit vessel. Ugh. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus's essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the sensor gate. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. Well, we had best be in our respective ways. God's willing. We will see each other again ere long. Where'd that weapon coffer go? Or I get it after the quest, huh? Fine.